So it's time for another video about Aquarius. I'm super excited to have picked this project back up after about 4 years of absence. It's pretty fun. But this right here is kind of a spin-off of a video I did 4 or 5 years ago called Specific Emotions Aquarius Hides and Why. Well, right now I would kind of like to dive deeper into why. And I don't think that there's a big blanket, okay? We're gonna have to dig some stuff up here. Why do Aquarians hide their emotions? Well, it would depend on the emotion. Let's talk about a couple of specific emotions that Aquarius hides. One that I think tends to come up, especially in relationships, that seems to cause some confusion is jealousy. Jealousy. An Aquarius will hide jealousy, or at least try to, very frequently. Well, here's the problem that arises. Why would you even suspect that we would be hiding the feeling of jealousy? Unless you were trying to make us jealous. Because if you were innocent and you had no bad intentions, then that thought should never even come up. Why would you even be suspecting that an Aquarius would be hiding their jealousy? And this right here, subsequently, is exactly why we hide it. Because there are people out there who will intentionally try to make you jealous just to test to see if you care. And I made this analogy in another video. That's a pretty sick thing to do. Okay, that's a very sick thing to do. That has nothing to do with love. Okay, you don't walk up to your pet cat and hit it with a whip just to see if the cat feels pain, okay? You don't want to inflict an emotion onto somebody that is a painful emotion just to see if they care, okay? That's a big problem. So that right there is the reason why Aquarians hide their jealousy, because there are people who will try to use that against them. There are people out there, lots and lots of people out there. I bet you lots of you watching have done this, who get high on that feeling. You like making your partner jealous, don't you? Makes you feel good. Gives you an ego boost. All right? That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Because if you don't know what makes us jealous, then you can't use that against us. You can't use it, to twist us and bend us and play little games and pick and poke and see if we care, And as I've said again anyway, though, even if you're in that type of relationship, it's doomed for failure anyway. But I know that's one big one that I've seen come up in a lot of articles, But moving on to the next one. Like, just sadness in general, Like being sad and feeling hurt. Aquarians tend to turn like ice cold in a situation where, most people are really sad, and it seems like the Aquarius is just a solid rock sheet of ice. And let me just share with you my perspective. I feel safe betting that most Aquarians concur with this reasoning. I don't like the feeling of sympathy. I don't like that. That feeling of, here, come here. Oh, I hate that feeling. Don't try to comfort me. I don't know. I don't like being comforted when I'm upset. If I'm upset and I'm sad about something, I want to go deal with that on my own. I don't want to be comforted. I don't want to be coddled. I don't want to be held. It makes me feel icky. It makes me feel weird. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So again, maybe that's not everybody. Maybe not. I'm sure that some of you out there may not concur with that. But I would feel safe betting that a substantial number of Aquarians out there concur with that as well, as to just general sadness, just general sadness. But other things like in romance and romantic relationships, constant affection, okay, is one of the things that people tend to complain about, as Aquarians can tend to go cold and become, not so affectionate. And that is something that I have been working on a lot. Now I am much more affectionate than I was in the past. I was very much guilty of that as well. I was. And in the past, though, where I was with it was, we have established that we love each other. Okay? I know you love me. I got you. I believe you. I don't need you to constantly reaffirm to me that you love me all the time. I mean, it's nice if you want to. That's awful sweet of you, but I don't need that. I trust that you love me. I believe you. So in my mind, at least, like I said, in the past, I've been working on this. I've been working on this. I'm talking like 4, 5, 6 years ago. I know you love me. We've established that. So you don't need to keep constantly reaffirming, and I don't need that constant reassurance, So that's just making sense, So that can be a big Aquarius issue. It's like, we've established this. I love you. You love me, So I don't think I need to constantly keep reminding you, So again, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that that's okay, because I know that affection is important in a relationship. It is. But that can tend to be why an Aquarius can tend to draw back and become less and less and less affectionate, is because we established it, Do you not believe me? I told you I love you. Like I told you. Do you not believe me? Why do I have to keep reminding you that I love you every single day? Like you don't believe me. Like you don't trust me, Again, another example of a relationship that if you're in that type of relationship, it's probably headed downhill anyway, So those were the first two that I had off the top of my head. Let's think of another one here. Like general sadness, jealousy, and I've talked about anger. I have talked about anger. So let's go ahead and talk about anger. Why? Because here's a big thing that we hear that Aquarians tend to have a habit of, is just randomly ghosting you or getting mad at you without telling you what you did wrong. If you're doing something that pisses me off, I would really rather give you the chance to go inside and say, damn, I probably shouldn't have said that. That was kind of fucked up of me. I'm not going to do that again. It's kind of like giving you the chance to just redeem yourself, because I don't know exactly how you're going to react. Like if I come at you angry, then that's going to make you angry. And if you get angry, I'm going to get angrier, and then it's going to start a fight. So I would really rather not start a fight. Me personally, I am constantly going inside and analyzing myself. Constantly. No, I'm not a perfect little angel. That's not what I'm saying. Quite the opposite. If I was a perfect little angel, I wouldn't constantly be inside analyzing myself. I'm always going inside, constantly looking for things that I can fix, constantly looking for ways that I can work on myself and improve myself. And I would assume that you're doing the same thing, right? Well, my temper isn't irrational. I don't get angry at petty little irrational bullshit. You know, takes a lot to piss me off. So if you have done something to piss me off and I'm mad at you, you should have common sense, like to know that that wasn't cool. You know, like if you made me mad, that would probably make your average person mad. You know, I don't just get mad over petty little stupid stuff. So I would like to think that what you did or what you said or whatever it was, you would be going inside like, oh shit, damn. So that thing I said today, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm going to work on not doing that, you know? So I want to let you go through that process. I want to let you go through that process of self-reflection and self-improvement and bettering yourself. And I want to give you the chance to do that on your own. I don't want to have to tell you how to show me respect. That makes sense? I shouldn't have to tell you how to respect me. You should have common sense respect yourself. Again, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. We all do dumb shit. We all say dumb shit. Okay. I shouldn't have to point it out to you. Again, do you not go inside and check yourself every day? If not, there's a problem. So you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times. Now I'm just pissed. You should know, you know, like if you aren't aware of what you did, if you're not aware of it, then and you do that little self-reflecting, you're that ignorant of yourself and you have that little respect, and you're not the type of person that goes inside and is, see, I hang with people who are on a path of bettering themselves, evolution, and ascension. Me personally, those are the only types of people allowed in my circle. And that's why my circle is incredibly, incredibly small. So that right there proves to me that we ain't on the same page. We ain't on the same page, okay? So that can be one of the reasons why Aquarians just are unpredictable and will just randomly get mad at you, you know, and just disappear on you and not tell you what you did wrong. I don't know about any of the other Aquarians out there. Maybe some other Aquarians do get mad over petty shit. I would let me know in the comments if you concur, you know, but I would feel very safe saying that that is the general consensus. I mean, I want to give you the chance to go inside and check yourself and fix the issue yourself. If you don't do that, and that's not the type of person you are, you're not the type of person to work on improving yourself. I don't need you in my life anyway, because those are the only types of people allowed in my life. That makes sense? Not only that, but who likes fighting? I don't. I can't stand it. I like my entire childhood was, you know, taken up by martial arts. You know, I got really, really good at it. Got my black belt. They used me in every demonstration. They had me on the front page of the newspaper. They were constantly begging for me to go to the Olympics. And I hated it because I didn't like competing and fighting people. I just didn't like it. I quit because I don't like fighting. You know? Who likes fighting? I know some people do. Hey, I guarantee you there's a lot of you out there that do. I don't. It doesn't feel good. You know, anytime I ever whoop somebody's ass, I feel horrible. I can't stand that feeling, you know? So, though that is a deeper dive, I think, into the point that I was trying to make on the original video. Like I said, I wanted to dig up more as to why Aquarians hide certain emotions. So hopefully somebody got something out of that who is curious about Aquarius, or if you have an Aquarius in your life that you're confused about and can't quite figure them out, you know, I decided to play the part to be the voice of Aquarius that could, you know, help shed some light on the Aquarian sign several years ago. And I'm picking that little video series back up now every time something comes to my mind that I think you all could get something out of. So hopefully that's what happened. Hopefully you got something out of that. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll catch you all later. Have a good night.